A lot of civilians in the UK have shown how much they support Nazism, fascism, racism as they go around attacking and assaulting POCs just for being POCs.
Brighton, London and Belfast have all been the settings of peaceful anti-racist counter-protests, growing bigger and louder. And while the far-right riots appear to have died down in most areas since Thursday, 6,000 riot police were deployed nationwide this weekend.
My message to the police.
There's been several hundreds of people from the UK that have been arrested for POCs, destruction of property, and various other things as the far right Nazis went on a rampage. Uh, let the UK, or well, a lot of British people in the UK are pretty racist. They're completely right-wing fascist, and all they want to do is kill as many POCs as possible.
Police and all of those that are charged with responding to disorder is maintain that high alert. I'm absolutely convinced that having the police officers in place these last few days in the right places, the swift justice that's being dispensed in our courts have had a real impact.
Former head of the Crown Prosecution Service, the Prime Minister's preferred weapon has been criminal justice. With more than 700 arrests since the riots began, more than 300 have been charged and sentences have already been handed down, including jail time. And charges are not...
I find it funny how so many right-wingers, no matter where they are, always claim that like they're law-abiding citizens, they care about the cops, against destruction of property, until they want to start mass murdering POCs, and then laws don't matter because they never truly cared about the laws. They just want to try to use the laws to oppress POCs, and when that doesn't work, they go straight to genocide.
just being pressed for rioting, but inciting hatred online, like Lucy Connolly, the wife of a Conservative Party councillor who took to X to call for the burning down of hotels housing asylum seekers. The flashpoint came on the 29th of July, when 3 small girls were stabbed to death at a dance class, and a wholly unfounded consensus emerged on social media that the murderer was a Muslim.
Though, imagine if that same person was calling for the destruction of building housing Jewish. You would be like, yeah, that person is a Nazi. They probably shouldn't have a position of power or influence. But when it comes to uh, white right-wingers burning down buildings housing POCs, for those people, it's a-okay. It's not considered racism.
Illegal immigrant. The record was soon set straight. The attacker was Christian and born in Wales to Rwandan parents, but the damage was already done.
Wow, okay, so the dude was a Christian Londoner, probably white, who did the attack, but these right-wingers don't care about actual facts. All they want to do is create a justification so that they can kill or assault POCs.
Many feel that 14 years of Conservative government have much to answer for.
The Conservative government that have just come out have a part to play in it because, you hear people going down the streets shouting out, stop the boats, and, that is the exact rhetoric that the Conservatives have been rolling with.
A newly elected king.
Well, it's no surprise whenever a nation uh, whenever a government is controlled by right, the amount of racial violence increases because the racists in that government or that nation uh, can see that they will have some kind of protection by their government. It's just like in the United States when Trump took office, the amount of racial violence increased because Trump was continually talking about how POCs were bad and everything else, and that emboldened the right wing to commit attacks against POCs.
Keir Starmer also campaigned on the migrants issue, promising to reduce net migration and create a new border security force with counter-terrorism powers to reduce arrivals